This is Next Stop, Mississippi. I'm Germaine Flood, in with my traveling partners, Java Chatman and entertainment attorney, Kamel King. We're here. We're here, guys.
It's Friday, and we are here.
It's Friday. It's a live Friday. I'm on it, and we're going to be on it today. What's everybody doing? How's everything going? Java?
I'm just glad to not be so cold and freezing.
Yeah.
You know, we're done with that type of deal.
Yeah, kind of. It was still cold this morning.
I mean, but but we were on some like 20s and the high was 30, type of deal.
Yeah. I love it. We're going to warm up today. And how we're going to do it is because in the building with us, I have brought back one of the top 5 from MPB Next Stop Mississippi's top 10 of 2024 performances. Yeah. This is number 5, like Kamel says on
number 5.
Number 5, Twurt Chamberlain is in the building, and this time not only has he brought music, but he's also got to talk about some film today. Come on, Twurt. You stay doing things, honey.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I absolutely love the energy up in here. This is amazing.
Good morning, man. I love your energy. Every time you're out there, you always give good energy, and I'm so glad to have you on today. Twurt's here for his new documentary called Country Punk Black that's premiering at Cathead Distillery tomorrow, January 25th. I want to get out the way. The lovely person that you brought in the building with you. Yes. If you've ever seen Twurt out, performing somewhere or whatever, there's always somebody standing around him, supporting him. I don't care if she's got a camera in her hand, if she got a fan in her hand, if she got a bag on her shoulder.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She is there supporting Twurt. Twurt, please introduce this lady to the state.
Well, this young lady needs a raise, to be honest. But we believe and we rocking. This is my partner in crime, my partner in life, Miss Denise Rose. You want to give yourself an introduction, love?
Sure. Hi everyone. My name is Brittany or Denise Rose. I am new to Jackson, Mississippi, and I really, really love it here. I feel like I got here and I kind of just fell right into place.
Yeah.
So me and Twurt me and Twurt have been.
Come
I call
on
him
now.
his first name, so it's kind of like.
Listen,
professional right now.
Right, lady. I love the way you support him. Y'all really do make a great duo. When I saw y'all come together, I was like, "Oh, I'm in love with this. This is my new favorite couple."
It's a thing for real. It gets kind of magical. We get outside of it sometimes for real.
And look at them earrings.
Thank you.
Right, fabulous.
They need an interview of their own.
Fabulous. I just love y'all's whole style, y'all's whole steez, the whole thing. Twurt, I want to get into you a little bit more. If nobody saw the episode last year, let everybody know where you're from and how you got started in this thing.
All right. Hello.
This music thing
first.
first.
This music thing, we're from Mississippi, so we born in it. But no, my name is Twurt Chamberlain. I'm from Lexington, Mississippi, Holmes County. Shout out to Holmes County. Shout out to my mom. We have a restaurant down there. I always shout my mom's restaurant out whenever we go on this.
What's the restaurant? What's the restaurant?
The Rules Room, Soul Food, 5 days a week, Lexington, Mississippi, Depot Street. I'm from Lexington. I've been making music. I've been writing poetry and stuff since I was a little kid. I started taking my rap serious around the time I got to college, and in the last few years here, I picked up a guitar, and I feel like that was the full completion of me as the artist that I'm trying to be. Now, there's going to be forever growth, but I like what I'm presenting at this point.
Yeah.
I've been coming down here to Jackson since I returned to Mississippi in 2020 when Mom opened the restaurant. I started floating around the Jackson scene and playing different spots. Last year, I was fortunate enough to meet Miss Rita Brent.
Right.
Shout out to Rita. She's got an amazing show going on tonight over at Duling Hall.
Yes.
Sold out event.
Sold out.
And,
Sold out.
I know.
Last year when she was doing the workout room, she was kind enough to bring me up here with her, and I was able to meet you all and make the connection. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for Jackson as a whole in that. Like, I love Lexington. I'm from Lexington. I represent Lexington. I represent Mississippi as a whole. And I also represent Jackson as a whole, just sending love to Jackson because there's so many resources out here to be utilized. And, like, I've met some of you in different capacities and then meet you here, like, because people are doing multiple things. And, like, this is a amazing place that doesn't always get the proper recognition that it deserves. But I, for one, am definitely loving Jackson in so many different ways. And it's doing wonders for my career personally.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Twurt, let's talk a little bit more about that because we were talking off air about, the people you met and how, you talking to a Grammy Award winning engineer and producer and, you and I met, but then, finding out about our different roles and just talk about it. But then also people think that they have to leave Mississippi to get on, to, get all of the resources, which is totally wrong.
Yeah.
So talk about that. Talk about the resources that are here and how rich this is and that you or anybody else doesn't have to leave the state.
Exactly. I made a prediction on the news last year. I said, I feel like in the next 5 years, just because of what I see out here, from the musicians to the painters and artists and poets and the museums and stuff that's going on, like, I feel like in the next 5 years, Jackson will be getting, and it has had its times, and it's still right now because I'm meeting people that have all over the world right now, and they're from here. So I feel like in the next 5 years, Jackson will get his just due in the artist scene. Even walking into the studio today, looking over there and seeing like the Muppets and stuff like that, that's a Mississippi product. All the best athletes come from Mississippi. The music comes from Mississippi. I think I might be wrong, but I've heard somewhere that we have more Grammy winners per capita than anywhere else.
State in the nation.
And then just look at the actual talent out here. It's absolutely undeniable. We can get lost. We being like, I'm an outsider down here, so like I don't know nobody. I can come up and meet anybody. It's no like, I knew his mom and cousin, so I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to work with him.
Yeah.
I work with everybody. I get to know everybody, and everybody is good with me until they prove otherwise, And I know I'm going to move righteous. I won't be the one to make, certain moves. So, Jackson, a lot of artists is traditionally known. A lot of people come from Mississippi, leave here, and don't, claim it. I'm going to claim it. I'm very proud to be from here. I feel like we magical.
Right. I agree.
We're not normal down here.
I agree.
Shout out to the rest of the world. We're not normal down here. This is a
I
very,
agree.
very special place.
Yeah, I agree, Twurt. Twurt, and speaking of being special, you yourself are special. How has the reception been with you being so quirky? You know what I'm saying? I'm quirky too, but you quirky too.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like my smile is better than money. It's just a couple things. Like, okay, when I was growing up, people said my head was big, right? I didn't know my head was big. And then one day I looked, I said, oh, that's kind of a different size for my body.
Yeah, mine's big too. Mine's big too, Twurt.
I finally looked and said,
it's big. I know what, and then my neck was hurting, so I know how it is.
Exactly.
I know.
I got neck problems too.
I know, me too, Twurt. So listen, side note, Twurt, on Big Head.
Folks.
I got to do this. So to get your diploma after you graduated from high school, to get, you had to, get your cap and gown and everything. Well, you had to go up on a whole line and waiting on everybody to get measured. Well, I go up and they measure my head, and I'm literally not the biggest size, but the one size under it.
God dog.
I can't wear hats. I'm cursed to a life of not
either. I
wearing
make
hats.
other people put on hats so I can see what it looks like on a head.
I might stretch a Scully out or something.
Me and you, Twurt. I knew it. But yeah, man.
But the same thing.
This show has gone into the weeds, so people.
No, back to the question though. I feel like so the same thing with like my smile. Like people out for years, like I don't feel like I got the straightest teeth and all that. I see the commercials and the braces and stuff, but apparently my smile like gives off a certain emotion.
It's the spirit that comes through the smile.
That's in it, and I had to learn that. I was like, you smile. People literally, I just remember your smile. I don't remember your face. I remember your smile. So like, I say I smile with every emotion. So like I'm quirky, I'm having fun because you should be enjoying life.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's right.
It's so much to not be happy about. And we've all had dark times, and I can remember my dark times. I know other times that won't be so pleasant are in my future. Mm-hmm. But I want to always be able to get back to my light. I feel like when I was in my darkest place, I found my light. In colors and just in spirit.
I love it. Okay. Twurt, the documentary, is that gonna be some of what we get, what we just got now?
Yeah, shout out to Mississippi Creates. At my mom's restaurant last year, there was some people filming Lexington because there's a lot of history in Lexington.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of history in Mississippi too. Like down in Greenville, people from other places are more aware of what we got going on around here. We being studied and we don't even know, or we take it for granted the land that we walk on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they were down there filming some film in Lexington. Then they came into the restaurant and I was performing because I have my own stage at the restaurant.
This is CeCe Fisher.
That's Christopher Fisher and Neen. Well, at first it was just Neen, and she came, but then when the project started, because Neen was like, when I spoke to her that day, and she said, we do this project every year where we highlight an artist, and that's where the smile come in. Hey,
it's me.
And then she reached out a few months later, and they were so professional and so fun to work with, and this was really cool. It came together really nice. I can't wait for y'all to see it.
That's literally.
But that's how it came about. Just a chance meeting. But that's the type of person I am. Like, no matter where I'm at, I'm scanning that room. I want to know who I need to meet. I'm gonna come up and shake your hand. I'm gonna come up and speak. I'm gonna smile and be polite. Probably take your Instagram or something like that because I'm really running towards it. And like, I understand that people are resources, but I also want to be a resource to people.
I love it. Twurt, look, I want you to set up for the little thing you about to do for me quick.
Righteous. Yes,
Go ahead and set up for that. T Chamberlain presents Country Punk Black at the documentary at Cathead Distillery. That's tomorrow, 3 p.m., right there at 422 South Fair Street in Jackson, Mississippi. It chronicles his journey, basically what he kind of did with us as well. Through music, he's a genre bender, singer, songwriter from Lexington, like he said, and just how he lived his experiences and how his sound has been influenced is going to be presented during this documentary. So everybody, again, that's going to be tomorrow, January 25th, Cathead Distillery in Jackson, Mississippi, 3 p.m. Twurt, give them your contact information just in case they want to contact you.
All right. That's why this lovely young lady sitting beside me. She gonna make sure I wasn't gonna miss that. All right. So it's Twurt Chamberlain. That's TWURT Chamberlain everywhere. Twurt Chamberlain at gmail.com, TwurtChamberlain.com, Twurt Chamberlain on Facebook, Twurt Chamberlain on YouTube, Twurt Chamberlain on TikTok. You can Google me and all that's gonna pop up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Twurt, you can hit us with what you got, man. Thank you.
All right. This is a song I wrote. Please tell me why my demons get the best of me. I wanna do right, I wanna do wrong. Look inside of my eyes and see your destiny. And once you see, you'll be crazy like me. But listen, I'm not crazy. Derail trains and buildings flame as we dancing in the rain. Those pirate ships made lots of grip when they put the man in chains. Now there's a war inside your mind, no physical restraints. The revolution begins inside. Careful what you feed in your brain. Look, close-up encounters with the higher power. It really opened my eyes to what really matters. And Lord knows I'm far from perfect. I have regular problems. I get messed up sometimes and put things off till tomorrow. And I don't wanna go home. Let me live in the sky. Just let me bleed out this music till the day that I die. I wanna chunk up the deuce to all the girls and the guys and let me spread all the love and positive vibes. Tell me why my demons get the best of me. I wanna do right, I wanna do wrong.
Yeah, Twurt.
You a heck of a writer,
Country,
man.
punk, black.
We be having fun.
You a heck of
love
a
it.
writer, man.
If 3 adjectives described you, it's those 3.
Yeah, so,
Genre bender.
yeah, look. So I was at I performed at the Magnolia Markets last year when they hosted over at Howlin' Miles. Toppy had invited me, and afterwards, her mom was there, and she sent me a text message. She was like, "My mom just seen you, and she said that you are country punk black."
Wow.
And then so
Shout
I
out
went
Toppy.
and had an interview with Chris and Neen that day, and they decided to name it. So like when I got the film back, it was named. I was like, "Oh, that was awesome." So
That's awesome.
Just came around full circle. I think it's a great fitting name as well.
Awesome. That's tomorrow, January 25th, 3 p.m. Cathead Distillery, the documentary Twurt.
Hey,
thank you. Thank you
y'all.
so much.
y'all
Thank
so
you.
much. I appreciate
Thank you so
y'all.
much for joining us, both of y'all. It's time for us to take a break. Hold on tight. When we return, we're checking out the Royal Y'all at Pacesetter Gallery in Flowood. You're listening to Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. This is Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. I'm Germaine Flood, in with my traveling partners Java Chapman and the one and only Kamel King. Oh! I'm excited. It's 2025 and we get noises.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's right on time.
I'm back.
Oh!
I'm back like I left my car keys.
Back like four flats on a Cadillac. I don't think that's the same.
That's not back. That's actually down.
Listen, I am so excited to be in the building again this year with none other than the Royal Y'all Troupe. Woo, woo, woo. And if you ever wanted a fun time, like a Kamel type of fun time where he just squeals for no apparent reason, this
That's what I do.
this is that time. Listen, it's the Royal Y'all at Pacesetter Gallery tomorrow, January 25th, 7 p.m. If you've never been to an improv comedy show, let me tell you, this is creme de la creme.
Oh, thank you.
This is creme de la creme. Okay, Carrie Horn is, of course, our resident everything here.
Yeah, I was trying to list the kind of things that I have done here, and the list is vast.
Voiceover supreme is who you are.
She is the golden voice
You're the gold
MPB.
standard.
She is the gold standard.
Yes.
Monday at 9 on MPB.
Oh, it's so buttery smooth.
Carrie, do it. Carrie, do it in your proper English accent.
Oh, sorry. It's Monday at 9 on MPB.
Do it. Okay, Carrie, do it in the Ed Said one.
Okay, so it's like Monday at 9 on MPB.
What I tell you?
Jeez, I'm about to run out of here.
We're not going to say a thing.
No, my wonderful friends here,
I had
too.
to get that out of her. I had to. I know some of her bucket of sounds.
That is true. That is true. I love me some Germaine.
Carrie, please introduce the players that you brought in. I always call the improv troops and theater troops players, so please introduce them.
Yes, right here we have Kathy Palmer.
Hey, Kathy.
Hey.
Kathy.
I'm the one that says it's never too late to do what you want.
Yeah,
I know that's
right.
And I love making stuff up.
That's right.
And I love to play.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's awesome, Kathy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Can I say I lie and I play?
I lie and I play. That's right.
I love Kathy because she always comes up with stuff that you would never have thought of.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's all the way out of this world.
Yeah.
And of course, we have John Howell with us as well.
Hello.
John is back from last year.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
I love this.
That
So
was
we
so
got a
much fun.
newbie and a vet for this show.
For this show. Yes, definitely.
I love this. Okay, Royal Y'all. Let's talk about this year. Can they expect what they expected last year? Of course not. It's improv.
Of course not. Even if we played the exact same games, you would get totally different shows.
Okay.
Because the audience feeds into us so much. They give us the ideas for what the games are going to be about, and then we take it from there. So, yeah, we could play the same game 3 times here right now, and it would be completely different.
A different feel and everything.
Exactly.
Okay, let's go back. For those who don't know, the Pacesetter Gallery connection and why we do it there in Flowood. It's a beautiful spot, though.
Exactly
There's
right.
food around it.
Yes, there's food.
Snacks, yeah.
Food and beverage, yes. Carrie Davis is the owner of Pacesetter Gallery, and she is a lover of the arts, not just two-dimensional art that you see on the wall, but she loves, she has poetry nights, she has music nights, exactly. And then she invites us to come in and to play as well. So we've been doing this for...
This is our 4th or 5th time.
At Pacesetter.
At
Pacesetter. Okay. I
And she
love
does.
this.
She just invites us in because she has such a huge heart, and she was talking about the city of Flowood yesterday on my dad's show.
Yeah.
And talking about how Flowood is just so welcoming. Their council of councils came in, and even while she was still working on the building, came in and said, "Welcome to Flowood. Tell us what you need."
Right.
So
do it in your dad's voice.
Oh, God. That was...
oh wow.
And those who don't know,
I've never heard her do that one.
It's like somebody so well, it's really hard to that
for
them.
those who don't know, she is the daughter of the great. Of course, she's great, but she's the daughter of the great Walt Grayson. So
Been that
Royal
life.
blood.
yeah, royal blood
There we
for
go.
sure. Royal blood for sure.
I don't want to talk the whole time, y'all.
No, that's all right.
No, Kathy, I want to know. Okay, so are you new to the troupe or are you a vet of the troupe?
Well, let me just tell you.
Because I heard it's hard to get in.
It's very hard. It's very hard to get in. Only the best.
You're welcome anytime. You're welcome
kind of fun.
Thanks, Carrie.
I just want to give you a little background. I used to live in Los Angeles, and I always thought, man, it'd be fun to do improv. So I took some classes with the Upright Citizens Brigade, and then that was it. I wasn't trying to do anything with it except for have fun.
Yeah.
And then I moved back to Mississippi, and Carrie in 2019, I think,
Snatched you up.
she wanted to do a improv group. And I think 8 of us showed up and we clicked. Mm-hmm. And it is so cool to be with a group of people that you can trust.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For when you stink or suck or whatever, it's like they can take your stupid stuff you say and turn it into something magical.
And smell your stink for you.
Yeah. It is magical.
Right.
And the energy exchange between the audience and the players, we have the best. We have fun just hanging out, but it is fun. And you know what, people? Mm-hmm. I just have to say this little blurb. When people stop playing, they get old. Yeah. And if you want to get old gracefully, keep having fun and playing. And
that's what my dad always says, yep.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'd like, talking about improv, and I'd like for you to maybe chime in.
Yeah.
What type of skills, personality, I mean...
Yours. It takes yours.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Well, that's good.
Right.
Well, I always thought that improv was something that I wouldn't be able to do because I used to watch people do it and marvel at their skills with it because they're so fast and they come up with ideas so quick. And I thought, well, that's a very special skill. I know how to act. I know how to, give me a script and let me rehearse. I can do it. But with this group, they showed me that I can flourish in this kind of element as well. Mm-hmm. And it does have a lot to do with trust. It has a lot to do with getting to know the people that you're working with and getting to know that you can say anything and they can bounce back with something that's appropriate mm-hmm. and keeps the ball in the air and keeps the game fun. Mm-hmm. And whether it succeeds or not is not really the point. The point is just to keep playing.
Yeah. And it's not, you don't even have to try to be funny. Sometimes the funniest stuff comes out when you're not trying
That's
to be
when
funny.
mine
exactly.
happens.
Yes. Definitely you, Germaine.
I cannot plan this.
Yes. Right.
No, I can't. I cannot plan it and can't write it and can't record it down. I can't do anything with that. Yeah.
So that is the improv spirit. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of a good spirit tonight, there's going to be complimentary glasses of wine.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of a good spirit.
And usually a charcuterie board.
Yeah, some light snacks.
With some matcha cheese. Spread around with some crackers.
That's right.
I know.
But it looks pretty.
Yeah.
They make it all fancy with crackers, cheese, and bologna
It's got to go on a wood board. It can't be on on a plastic plate.
Yeah. Then it's not charcuterie. Then it's just a platter from Sam's at that
That's
point.
it.
It's not a slab of Velveeta.
I love this, y'all. Okay, so light snacks, wine. Carrie.
Yes.
What can we play today?
We have a special game. So we brought one it's usually called Playbook.
Okay.
So in this game...
Can we play too?
Oh,
do y'all play? Y'all play?
We play.
Okay.
But we need.
Don't accidentally cuss, Germaine. You work here.
But I do.
It's a thin line.
From the audience, we always need suggestions. So that's what y'all are going to be doing.
Okay.
So what
magazines?
I know. So we didn't have any. We didn't have any plays. Yeah, we have two magazines here. What magazines do we have here today?
Okay. Well, I have a lovely Madison County magazine.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And Cathead.
And I've got the Visit Mississippi.
Hey!
I know exactly where these magazines came from.
Yeah.
We
stole them from your lobby.
So I'm going to be able to say whatever I want to say, but they can only say what is in these magazines.
Okay.
Wow.
And
so I'm randomly turning to a page.
Yeah.
I have a page, and I'll read from this page.
And I can only say the big lettered words because I didn't bring my glasses.
Okay. So she's given another limitation.
Everything off the cover.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I need from y'all from both of y'all. What's a good situation? what is the place that you always wanted to go on a school class trip?
Well, I gotta repick now.
Oh, what did you have?
If I was a child now.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Legoland.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So. We are going
Don't look at me like that.
We're going on a trip to Legoland. I can say anything I want, but John and Kathy are only able to say the words printed in this magazine. The magazines they have. Okay. Oh, Johnny, Kim, I'm so glad that we were able to come here to Legoland, where everything is like put in its little boxes and everything like that. What are y'all excited to see today?
Mississippi's history, arts and music, shopping, dining, college town.
Oh, yes. I think that's on the second floor of the Legoland. But yes, I agree with you with that one. And I can't wait to see that as well. I've heard that they have little Legos in the shapes of Mississippi. It's a wonderful thing. All right, Johnny, what do you think?
If you have been to Canton, you know it holds a Southern grace that few towns can match.
That is so true. Oh my gosh, they have, you know, the downtown Canton, they've got the Legos that you can just make the courthouse and everything, and they have the tiny little Christmas lights that you can put up on it as well. That's going to be great. Oh my goodness. So is anybody hungry? Did they need some snacks? Anybody need to go potty? Anything like that?
In Mississippi, we're just 75,000, not 75,000, but 75 miles south of Memphis.
That is a long way to hold it. But we can make it that far if we need to. But we are that far from Memphis. You are correct. But over here in Legoland, we're even farther from Memphis. You know that because we got a little place. I think we're in. Where is Legoland?
Texas.
Okay. Yeah, we're in a little further away from Memphis.
Explore Stone County, Mississippi.
Explore Stone County. That's a great idea. After here, we're going to go to Stone County, Mississippi.
While Hollywood stars come to Canton to film their masterpieces, Canton is locally known as the county seat of Madison County.
I did not know that.
Can't miss this.
That's amazing.
It'll be a ton of fun.
Can't miss this at all. You know what? If you threw a rock, I don't think you could miss this.
Ask anyone from Flora, and they'll tell you we're 20 minutes from everywhere.
Wow, 20 minutes from everywhere, including Texas and Legoland. I think that's great. Well, here, let's go see what's on the other aisle, and I think, yeah.
I love it. The end.
That
was hard.
I would have been quiet on the mic.
That was hard.
These are professional. We are professional.
That is
I love it. Do some of the games get hard like that?
Oh, yes.
Of course.
Okay.
And very physical.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of them are physical.
There's one that I love. It's called It's a Wonderful Game. It's kind of like It's a Wonderful Life. You imagine what this would be like without a person. So we do a scene, and then the audience votes on which person they want to take out of the scene.
I'm a cry.
And you got it. Well, they don't die.
Okay.
They just are removed, and then you've got to do that same scene over without that person in it.
But you got to act like they done passed on.
Or that you never knew anything about them. So it's as if they never existed, and the scene has to go on
like
without
Back to the Future disappearing out of the photo.
So whose line is it anyway?
Yeah, exactly. If you like that show, you're going to like this show. Plus, there's free wine.
And snacks.
With a little bit of wilding out in it because of the wine.
Exactly.
Right.
We get funnier as the night goes on.
Somehow.
I love it. Carrie, let everybody know where they can get more information about the Royal Y'all.
Oh, sure. You can go to Instagram. We are at Royal Y'all Improv. Or you can go to Facebook. We are facebook.com/The Royal Y'all MS.
Okay. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m., Flowood, Mississippi, Pacesetter Gallery.
Yep.
If you need more information about this event, I have it on our website.
Oh,
Great.
good. Thank you.
So they can go to the website, go to the calendar, SIP events calendar, and they can find the Royal Y'all sitting right there, y'all.
Awesome.
All of y'all.
Cool.
All of y'all come to
Y'all.
Royal Y'all.
It's not just us. There's this total of 8 people, so it's going to be...
It's a whole bunch of y'all.
We got a bunch of y'all.
There's a lot of Royal Y'all.
I love y'all.
Yeah.
Don't move, y'all.
Okay.
Okay. Because I've got a little bit of what's happening before we go to the break. So I want y'all to be involved. Okay.
We're
Kamel, listen.
Yes.
I need to know about what's going on with you with the blues.
Woo, with the blues. Always dealing with the blues. Oh,
What's going on?
Thank you for asking. Before we had our first show was in Memphis for the International Blues challenge, got to speak there, and got asked to be a part of the Blues Foundation Board of Directors.
How many boards is this? 3?
This is 3 now.
I've been
Shout out to Stephen Brown, Briarwood Arts Center.
Yeah.
Love him.
Yeah.
And just joined the Blues Foundation, and of course with the Grammy Museum. So yeah, just a blessing.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, thank you for
asking. What, National Folk?
Yes.
I be knowing.
You be knowing. Shout out to Tabby again, who is the local festival director for the National Folk Festival, and which it moves around all throughout the United States. So Jackson has it for 3 years, and they asked me to be a part of the planning committee, and I humbly accepted.
Well, come on now. Come on now. Seats everywhere for you.
Woo.
He will make a place for you.
He will.
Okay, so I wanted you to get into the blues a little bit because Visit Clarksdale was recently named, and blues is thick through Clarksdale, but it's recently named one of the most laid-back towns in the Mid-South.
Definitely.
Isn't that dope?
It definitely is.
They got the little title of laid back town, and I know how laid back it is. I love it. I could just sit on the street corner out there, and nobody cares that Germaine's just hanging out.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
So, yeah.
I love that. And speaking of Clarksdale, Mr. Stoll had contacted me, and he was like, Germaine, don't let people forget about the 15th Clarksdale Film and Music Festival. And I said, I won't. I won't. So that's happening January 24th. That's today, starting through Sunday, the 26th. Join them at Stone Pony's Tack Room, pop-up theater. I love the name of this theater. Stone Pony. Have y'all gone before, Carrie?
I've never gone to Stone Pony.
Okay. It's a great place. I've seen it. I've never been in it, but the name of it and what they've told me, it's a good place.
I have to go.
But it's all going down at the Stone Pony. Join them for a curated collection of music documentaries, blues, special guests, and more. They're including a world premiere of Talkin' Clarksdale with Scottish director presenting it, and the Clarksdale premiere of A Man Called Hurt with Mississippi John Hurt's granddaughter and director presenting it. Plus, there's other blues roots related and Mississippi connected movies, and of course, music. The lineup is really, really thick. I've got an encyclopedia book, so I'm talking about from music to film to whatever else they got going. There's food there. I know it because I've smelt it and I've eaten it when I was there. I've smelt it. SMELT it. It's going to be a lineup, y'all. So that's happening in Clarksdale this weekend, starting today through Sunday. It's the 15th annual Clarksdale Film and Music Festival. And if you need more information, just go to MPB's event page. That's the SIP Events Gallery.
There it is.
That's great. Listen, we're about to go to a break. Okay. I thank the Royal y'all.
We thank
you.
Y'all are the best. Y'all are the best. Listen, we're heading to a break. When we come back, it's a late night, maybe an early morning. Rita B, she's here.
Yeah.
She's joining the show.
Yes.
You're listening to Next Stop, Mississippi on MPB Think Radio.
The Royal y'all ain't nothing without y'all.
That's right, y'all. This is Next Stop Mississippi on MPB Think Radio. I'm Germaine Flood, in with my traveling partners, Java Chapman and entertainment attorney Kamel King. We are in the building with the GOAT. GOAT. You called me the GOAT earlier? This one right here, Supreme GOAT.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I mean, fresh off a red eye. Fresh off a red eye.
No, now that's where you were coming from. The airport.
Well, it was a 5 a.m. flight, so it wasn't quite a red
eye. Not really. But I'm calling it one. But I keep up with you so tough. I keep up with you so tough.
Facts, my eyes are red. 2 hours of sleep.
You just came in from an audition, right?
Yes.
Can we talk about it?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay, what was it? It was for Netflix.
Yeah, so Netflix does this thing called Netflix is a Joke. They've been doing it for multiple years now. It's a festival, and it's a big umbrella, and they do many shows underneath it. So Bill Burr has a show, Dave Chappelle has a show, Snoop Dogg might have a show, but they're all comedy related.
Yeah.
And so the name of this one is called Introducing. And if you're familiar with Just for Laughs, they do this thing called New Faces, where they're introducing new comedians on the scene. So Introducing is Netflix's version of that.
Yeah.
And so they are in California, LA, that's the same place, Chicago, New York, the South, and they are basically auditioning all these comedians to win a spot on this show called Introducing. So let's hope I'm not jinxing anything. I think my set went very well. It was 5 minutes. At 5 minutes,
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Listen,
I'm gonna be hollering at the TV like I know her.
5 minutes is so much more stressful than a longer set. People wouldn't think that, especially if you have a lot of material. You're trying to figure out, okay, which 5 minutes am I going to do? Like, how do I know these are the right jokes? And I think I did very well.
That's awesome, man.
Talked
That's
about
awesome.
Army stuff. I threw a Trump joke in there, but it was a neutral joke, where nobody would get offended.
Okay.
Army stuff, of course, and just kind of got personal. Talked about the difference between living in New York and Mississippi, and those autobiographical jokes really go over well. People remember those. Yeah.
Before we get to this sold out late night,
she sell out everything. I mean, as soon as she announced that it's happening, boop, it's done.
Yeah.
Before we
sell out, but I am not a sellout. Let's make
I know that's right.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's make that.
That's what I'm saying. And it kind of talking in that vein a little bit. I want to know the sharpening feel. I always feel like every day I come on this show, or every day I do something in the field of radio, I get sharper and sharper. How does that feel to you right now? Because I can see it on you.
Great question.
I can see it on you, but how does it feel to sharpen that knife every time you hit the stage?
Great question.
Well, it's a choice. Many people, they choose to not sharpen. They just get comfortable being dull and complacent, and that is enough for them. And I see that. I have struggled with that sometimes, just getting a little complacent, like I'm good. Good is good, but it's not great. You can always be greater. So I think it's just that desire to be better, and that happens when you get around certain folks. Like there were 11 comedians last night, and I'm looking like, oh, okay, can I keep up? And I never want to be in a position or a place where I feel like I have worked less or haven't worked hard enough, to be able to keep up with folks. So it is a personal choice to sharpen. Not everybody does that.
That's right. That's right. Come on, what you
got? I got a couple questions for you. One, and a lot of comedians that you have either become friends with or that you followed or who you have patterned your life behind, who would you say has a similar path that you have been on, just kind of your profession, your build up, your struggles. Is there anybody that you have looked to who has had kind of a similar story and similar path?
That's a good question. So, of course, I've been on tour with Ricky Smiley since 2016, and our paths are very similar in the sense that he was a church musician who transitioned into stand-up comedy, and now he's been doing it for 30 years. And so we are very, very similar.
Wow.
So those paths were meant to be aligned. So this year is year 9 of me being on tour with him. And you're not on tour with somebody that long.
That's right.
You don't have, some kind of energy or chemistry.
Right.
So Ricky is one. He is very professional. Some of my counterparts, they have horror stories about being on the road with men, and I just don't have those stories. Ricky is an accessible mentor. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I can text him, I can call him. You know, about last night, I said, hey man, I'm really nervous, and he gave me advice about how to nail this audition. So Ricky Smiley would be one, and just in terms of skill sets that I think I have, it would be Jamie Foxx, because he's a multi-hyphenate artist. So he sings, he does comedy, and he acts. So I sing.
I love that.
I do comedy, I drum, and you know, of course, radio and interviewing and things like that. So I study him. Childish Gambino, he's one who's able to master comedy and acting and music. So those two artists, you know, they have this multi-hyphenate appeal, and I'm trying to figure out how to master that.
And what's your Mount Olympus for Rita B? You know, is it a certain amount of money? Is it a certain show? Is it certain a set of movies? Like, when will you say, okay, I've made it to my echelon, and if I die today, I have achieved what I wanted to achieve?
Well, I think money is always a motivation. You know, you want to be stable and not have to struggle, and, you know, help your family out. And because my family sacrificed for me, and I want to be able to take care of them someday. So of course, money is a motivation, but it's also peace. So I want to do something where I can have money but peace about what I'm doing. You know, and have some kind of balance between working and living. So yeah, the Mount Olympus is literally the late night show. Folks have always asked,
this is it.
What do you want to do? And it's the late night show because I get to do all of my talents in one setting.
But let me tell you how Mount Olympus this show is. Everything plus the kitchen sink. I just kept seeing you drop name after name after name. And by the end of the name drop, you were like, listen, y'all, I ain't got no more seats.
No seats.
I mean, the last name I saw was Bobby Rush added to this lineup. Just spout off a couple of the ones.
Okay, Kayla Thompson is my sidekick.
You know I love my baby.
TV personality, Dr. Roderick Little, the director of bands for Jackson State, Coach T.C. Taylor, and Dr. Nashley Cephas, tech mogul Nashley Cephas, Murrah graduate. And I mean, Murrah. These are just important folks who've been doing things that really represent Jackson and Mississippi in a major way. But this started
out with just Rita, and then it was like,
but it's a late night show. I'm like, well, I got to have some guests, you know, so I need some heavy hitters for this first one. You know what I mean? And I had just done a show with Bobby Rush, and, you know, he gave me his number and was like, you my favorite comedian. I was like, what? And so I was like, I'm gonna make him own up to that. I was like, you want to be on my show?
This ain't late night with Jimmy Fallon. This ain't late night with Jimmy Kimmel. This is late night with Rita B. And I love it. I love it. I love all of this. Coming up, though, next month, you've got something. February 22nd, Rita Brent, A Night on Broadway with JARC. J-A-R-C?
Yeah, the Junior Auxiliary of Rankin County. It's going to be a gala or gala, however you prefer to say it. And we'll be fundraising some money. So that's going to be for a great cause. And that's coming up. And we're doing ticket giveaways and everything for that. So tickets are on sale for that. Right. Everything's on RitaBrent.com. And I'll be in Atlanta February 2nd for Laugh-A-Lujah. So it's jokes and praise and worship. And I've been doing that for a few years now.
Well, if you didn't get your tickets to late night, you won't be having one. You'll be having an early night.
Y'all gotta stop messaging me, man. I don't have any more tickets. So.
Rita, listen, can I just stand at the window and
Well, I will say that is my advice. Come to the door. You know, sometimes 100% of people don't come to the event, so you could get in.
Do I know the man at the door?
You know, you just never know.
You know how you did at Ground Zero in Clarksdale.
I can get in anywhere.
You wear the right thing, Germaine. You never know what might happen.
I don't even have to take that, baby. I'd be like, don't you remember me?
You're gonna be like, Rita, and she's just gonna keep walking.
But I escort you out.
I know how to work. I know how to work what I got now.
But there will be more shows. So
I love this.
This is the first one, and the plan is to do more. But we need sponsors and donors to keep it going. But I want to bring something different to Mississippi.
That's right.
This is the first late night show, so let's do it.
So proud of you. You just keep reinventing yourself.
I love you.
I love y'all.
I love you. Every time you come on, I love it. I just love it. You're my celebrity now. I get one, and that's the one I get.
Yeah.
That's love. That's love.
Listen, y'all, this has been a great trip today. today. I want to thank everybody for riding shotgun and today's guest today, T Chamberlain, the Royal Y'all Comedy Troupe, and of course, the great Rita Brent.
Thank you.
And of course, y'all, I love y'all every single time y'all come back. To submit an event or find out more information about these and what's happening around your neck of the woods, visit mpbonline.org and click the community tab to view SIP events or email events@mpbonline.org. Next Stop Mississippi is produced by yours truly for Java Chapman and Kamel King. I'm Germaine Flood. Today's MMPs were Blake and Sahana. I want to let y'all know, join us next Friday at 10 a.m. for another great trip here on Next Stop Mississippi.
Happy birthday, Bitsy.